Jigsaw from Ruse Custom Baits has got to be one of the most requested baits that I've got this spring. Since I showed it to you guys in a unboxing video, everybody seems to want this paint job. I've got a ton of requests to buy this one or know where I got it from. And I know Steven's got a bunch of requests for this one. And I believe Steven told me that he's not going to paint another one, at least not at this point. The beauty of finding these boutique guys that build these things is that they'll do custom stuff and you come up with an idea. Guys like Steven will do it. We're working on another one right now that'll be very unique and original, at least in the musky world. And I'm surprised nobody's come up with this jigsaw idea, especially on a topwater. It just seemed like a perfect idea for me. But I was super happy to get this. I'm super stoked. Got mosquitoes in here. Super stoked that you guys like that bait. So we thought, okay, let's get this thing in the water because all the fancy paint in the world doesn't mean anything if it doesn't run good and if it's not going to catch fish. I'm not a lure collector. I know that would, suggest otherwise, but for us, they're all tools. So I definitely plan on using this. Is it a shame to probably, get it smashed up, hit a rock, get some teeth marks in it? Maybe, but at the end of the day, they're just tools. We're musky anglers. We're not musky bait collectors. So let's head out to the lake. Let's get this thing underwater, and there's going to be a couple things that you guys are going to notice right off the get-go. And it's cool in that it rides deep in the water. So let's check out the first clip. And we'll kind of talk about the way this thing rides in the water. Okay, in those first couple clips, you can see that it definitely rides in the water, probably above the tie-in point, and you can actually see the water kind of rolling over the top of it. And if I compare profiles to our classic fat bastard, and this is the one that we've caught the most fish on top water, it's definitely a little bit smaller, and the front of a fat bastard is shaped more, slender, even though it's a bigger profile lure. And if I compare it to an MKT top water, this is much bigger. This is more Cannonball Junior size, but again, it has that real rounded profile on the front, like a fat bastard, where the ruse is a little bit more pointed on the front. I know it's subtle, but it definitely has more of a point, and for whatever reason, that makes it ride a bit deeper in the water, maybe a little more exaggerated belly to it, but it reminded David and I right away of the Dadson bone saw, which is ironic that it's another saw bait. Let's check out the bone saw here. I have one. This one isn't mine. I actually am going to be passing it on to somebody else within the Dadson community. But look at the tip on that. It has that rounded, or that pointy tip on it, and the Dadson bone saw rides very deep in the water as well, and the water rolls over the top of the bone saw. And that's what we really noticed with this. So let's go check out the next couple clips of this thing underwater. So really cool profile in the water. We like the way it runs. We didn't tweak the tail at all. We're thinking that we could probably roll the tail in a bit more just so we can get a little more of that heavier plop that we like, that some of the fat bastards are really famous for, getting that really distinctive, deeper plop to it. And I think we could do that with this. But our initial reactions were, hey, that's a really cool topwater. We see some areas where we can use it right off the get-go. And one thing I will say is that it's real easy to go too quick with this one and get the body rolling on it. So it's definitely a more subtle topwater prop tail, but it's one that we'll definitely get in the water again this year. And hopefully you guys enjoyed watching that underwater footage. Hey guys, thanks for watching. We appreciate every single one of you guys that takes the time out of your day to watch what we are doing here at 54 Bus. So just stay tuned. We got tons of content coming this year, a lot of new stuff. So we hope to see you in all of them.